Hi guys, come spend a cozy night with me. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jordyn. Tonight we're going to do all things bookish. We're going to listen to my audiobook, open some book mail, update my reading journal because it's February 2nd today, so we have some things to update. So come along with me and let's do some bookish things. First things first, we're going to open up my February Book of the Month box. Jax wants to open it too. He thinks any box that's blue is for him. I hope I won't need a knife or scissors or something. This is an explosive debut thriller packed with twists and a jaw-dropping finale, as well as a moving look at the truths we choose not to see, especially about ourselves. Natalie has only ever wanted to find the one, the perfect man, the happy family she never had. Now that she's found James, she's careful to keep him. He's different from all the men she's loved before. Calm, competent, and kind. And there are 3 very good reasons she needs to be careful. Their names are Mark, Luca, and George. Natalie prefers not to talk about what happened to her ex-boyfriends. It might just get her in trouble. Instead, she needs to focus on her future, on building a family with James to replace the one that she's lost. But the harder Natalie tries to be a normal wife, the more world-upending truths are brought to her door by people who seem to want to take her back to her darkest moments. She's left unsure of who she really is, what she's done, and what she'll do next, until a shocking betrayal brings her to a crossroads. Can she and James survive their marriage, and does either of them deserve to? It says love brings out the villain in all of us. So this is the exes. This was my February pick for Book of the Month. And then I had a free book credit, so I got Anatomy of an Alibi by Ashley Elston. She's the same author who wrote First Lie Wins. Everyone at Chantilly's bar noticed out-of-towner Camille Bayliss, red-lipped, designer heels, sipping a Negroni. But that woman wasn't Camille Bayliss. It was Aubrey Price. Camille Bayliss appears to have the one picture-perfect life. She's married to a hotshot lawyer, Ben, and is the daughter of a wealthy Louisiana family. Only nothing is as it seems. Camille believes Ben has been hiding dirty secrets for years, but she can't find proof because he tracks her every move. Aubrey Price has been haunted by the terrible night that changed her life a decade ago, and she's convinced Benjamin Bayliss knows something about it. Living in a house full of criminals, Aubrey understands there's more than one way to get to the truth, and she may have to find the best way in. Aubrey and Camille hatch a plan. It sounds simple. For 12 hours, Aubrey will take Camille's place. Camille will spy on Ben, and the 2 women will get the answers they desperately seek. Except the next morning, Ben is found murdered. Both women need an airtight alibi, but only one of them has it, and one false step is all it takes for everything to come undone. So, Book of the Month for February, we have the X's and Anatomy of the Alibi. So we're going to do a little bit of my reading journal while I'm listening to my audiobook. The audiobook I'm listening to right now is Pucking Around by Emily Rath. I'm decently through it. So we're on chapter 68. So we got like maybe 30% left. It's very spicy. So I choose. I want to continue to listen to it while I do my reading journal. It's a couple days later. I somehow misplaced my whole part of this video that is the Barnes haul. So I'm refilming and let's go through all of the books that I bought from Barnes. So I went to Barnes when they had their like 50% off hardcover sale, and the day that it was like double stamps for basically anything you buy. So we got 50% off and double stamps, so I had to go. First book that I bought was Their Monstrous Hearts. This sounds like maybe a mystery. I've never heard of it before. This book is a haunting novel about the boundaries people will cross to keep their dreams alive. A mysterious stranger shows up at Ricardo's apartment with some news. His grandmother, Perihan, I definitely said that wrong, has died, and Ricardo has inherited her villa in Milan along with her famed butterfly collection. The struggling writer is out of options. He's hoping the change of scenery in Milan will inspire him, and maybe there will be some money to keep him afloat. But Perihan's house isn't as opulent as he remembers. The butterflies pinned to their glass cases seem more ominous than artful. Perihan's group of mysterious old friends constantly lurking, and there's something wrong in the greenhouse. As Ricardo explores the Decaprit estate, he stumbles upon Perihan's diary, which might hold the key to her mysterious death, or at least give him inspiration he needs to finish his manuscript, but he might not survive long enough to write it. So that is our first book. It sounds very good. Spooky vibes, thriller, mystery. There's a quote on the top that says, "A dark, alluring, and evocative tale that will leave readers spellbound" by Dua Lipa. Interesting. So yeah, our first book is Their Monstrous Hearts. The second book that I picked is not a hardcover, but it's Frida McFadden's newest release, Dear Debbie. I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, mostly because I really like Frida McFadden's writing, and I like how the Barnes & Noble edition isn't green, because I didn't like the bright green. It's basically like a Ask Andrea column, but it's called Dear Debbie, where the wives of New England come for sympathy and neighborly advice. Through her work, Debbie has heard from countless women who are ignored, belittled, and even abused by their husbands, and Debbie does her best to guide them in the right direction, or at least she did. These days, Debbie's life seems to be spiraling out of control. She just lost her job. Something strange is happening with her teenage daughters, and her husband is keeping secrets, according to the tracking app she installed in his phone. Debbie's done being the bigger person. She's done being reasonable and practical. It's time to take her own advice. And now it's time for payback against all the people in her life who deserve it the most. So we got some revenge plots, and I'm very interested to see where this goes. I really like Frida McFadden's writing. I know most of it's like hit or miss. My favorite ones are Never Lie, and I really like the Housemaid series. I really liked The Crash. The only other one that I read, I think, was The Coworker, and I didn't really like that one as much, but the rest of them I've liked so far, so I'm really excited to read Dear Debbie. The next book that I got from Barnes was The Strength of the Few. This is the second book in the Hierarchy series. I have not read the first book. The first book is The Will of the Many. I haven't read it. If they had it in hardcover, I would have bought that as well, but I know that's a series that I really do want to read, and obviously I can't read the description for this because I'll give myself spoilers and you. So I got this. Eventually I will track down the hardcover for The Will of the Many and read that, and then jump into this one. But for now, I just got this because it was 50% off. And then the last book that I bought, I didn't buy the same time I bought these ones. Maybe I bought it like a week before, but it was in the 50% off sale because that was going on for like a couple weeks. I bought Wuthering Heights, the classic novel by Emily Bronte. I have not read a classic, I don't think ever. Maybe in high school, maybe. If so, I can't remember. So this would be my first classic where I'm intentionally reading it. I mainly got it because the movie comes out this month, and I want to read the book before I watch the movie. So I will probably be reading this really soon because the movie came out last week. So I need to get to reading this. The pages remind me of like my youth Bible when I was a kid, because like they're like glossy pages with like gold foiling on the side. But yeah, I don't really know what this is about. When orphaned Heathcliff is adopted into the Earnshaw family, He quickly becomes close with young Catherine, while her brother, Hindley, sinks into bitter resentment. As they all mature, affection blossoms into desire and resentment becomes hatred, setting the stage for a tragic drama, the aftermath of which will shake the foundations of their world. So this sounds very dramatic. Depending on how it's written, it might keep my attention. I hope I enjoy it, to be honest. But this is like one of the classic collections from Barnes. All of the covers have they're like discreet and like really pretty. Like the Frankenstein one's green, it has like lightning strikes. The Dracula one's red with like bats. And I think if I do enjoy this, maybe I will get into some classics. Big if. But if I do, I'll be buying these exact copies from Barnes so that they all match, of course. So these are all the books that I bought from Barnes. Thank you for joining me on this February night to do some bookish things. I'll definitely do something like this in the future if you guys like it. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.